Hola chiquetes, ¿cómo estáis? Bienvenidos a un nuevo... Carajo, que acabo de pasar. Ah, vale, es una botella. Bienvenidos a un nuevo gameplay de Forgotten City. ¿Qué es este juego? No tengo ni idea. Estaba en... Está en la colección del Plus, ¿vale? Y dicen que... muy bien. No sé exactamente de qué va. Que al principio pensé que es un walking simulator de estos que me gustan a mí. Pero en la descripción del juego pone que puede haber combate. Así que vamos a darle y vamos viendo, ¿vale? Es un juego cortito, 5 horitas, puede que nos dure incluso menos porque nosotros ahora sabemos cómo vamos. Pero vamos a ver qué tal. Eh, Estimados creadores como de contenido, ayudándonos para evitar spoilers. ¡Ah! Colega, o sea, vamos a ver. Avisa a los espectadores del posible destripe del juego al compartir contenido más allá del pasillo blanco. De esta forma, los jugadores que quieran podrán disfrutar de la experiencia por su cuenta si lo desean. Ah. Vale, bueno, pues ya veis lo que pone aquí, ¿vale? Posible destripe del juego a partir del pasillo blanco. Si queréis jugarlo, lo jugáis. Si no, pues también. Déjame ver ajustes. Idioma Spanish. Subtítulos. Vale, está todo ok. Bien. Vídeo, bien, ¿no? El FOV en 90. Bueno, veremos. Controles, que te cuento. Vale, eso ya lo veremos. Yo quería ver si había opciones gáficas. Porque aunque sea consola, la 5 a veces tiene el rollo de prefiero 60 frames o una resolución loca, ¿no? Y en general, pues cogemos los frames. Vamos a darle. Loco. 3 personas. ¿Este juego hizo 3 personas? Múltiples finales, ojo. O sea, nosotros sacaremos uno, ¿vale?
Hey, you're alive. When I dragged you out of the river, I thought you were never gonna wake up. I checked your pockets for ID, a phone, maybe. I hope you don't mind. But all I found was some loose change. So, wanna tell me who you are?
Bueno, vas a decirme quién es. Selecciona tu cuerpo. Ojo. O una chica. ¿O no? O sea, o chica o chico. Vamos a ir con pavo, ¿vale? Tono de piel. Si somos nosotros, somos así. Somos blanco lechón. Pero bueno. Si soy yo, tengo que ser blanco lechón. Blanco informático. Blanco youtuber. Vamos a llamarnos Jaquito, no. Jaquitubor, ya está. Guardar preferencias y continuar. Let's go.
Well, it's nice to meet you. And I'm sorry to pry, but any idea why you were floating down the river? What's the last thing you remember?
Estaba buscando unas ruinas antiguas. Estaba en medio de una misión encubierta. Estaba escapando de la ley. Realmente casi no recuerdo. Ah, vale. Que son... O sea, vale, debido a haber estudiado historia durante años, posees conocimientos sobre el mundo antiguo. ¡Ojo! Soldado, tienes un arma de fuego del ejército, pero solo tiene 10 balas. Tendrás que utilizarlas con juicio, ya que no podrás conseguir más. Ojo. Fugitivo, el tiempo que llevas huyendo de las autoridades ha hecho que tengas los pies ligeros. Corres un 25% más rápido. Y amnésico, el golpe que te diste en la cabeza ha aumentado tu umbral de dolor. Ahora es un 50% más difícil acabar contigo. Yo creo que voy a tirar del primero, ¿vale? Estaba buscando las ruinas antiguas.
Oh, you're an archaeologist? Then you'll definitely want to hear this. I don't know if it's exactly what you're looking for, but there are some ruins just behind you. Roman, I think. I need you to go in there and see if you can find a guy named Al for me. He went in there a few hours ago, and he hasn't come out. I've been freaking out, wondering if he's trapped or injured or worse. I would have gone in after him, but he made me promise to stay here, no matter what. There's no way I'm leaving without him, so I'm just kind of stuck here, waiting. What I mean is, I was hoping you wouldn't mind going in there to find him? If you can do that, I can get both of you back to civilization in my boat. Please?
¿Te importa si primero te hago unas preguntas?
Oh, of course. Sorry, I don't mean to be pushy. I just... What do you want to know?
¿Cuál es tu historia? A ver, también quiero saber cómo se llama, y eso.
Oh, there's not much to tell. Feels like I've spent my whole life in a dead-end job with an endless commute. Know what I mean?
¿Ni siquiera me vas a decir tu nombre? Es lo que estaba pensando.
Oh, I'd rather not say if it's all the same to you.
Yo pienso esto, la verdad, si te voy a ayudar me gustaría saberlo, las cosas como son.
All right, fine. Sorry if I sounded cagey, it's just that I don't always get the best reactions when I introduce myself. My name's Karen.
Todos esos memes sobre Karen han destrozado el nombre. Yo en mí diría esto, pero es que me hace mucha gracia esto tercero.
Yeah, something like that. But right now, I have bigger problems, like finding Al.
¿Quién es Al?
He's the guy who washed up on the riverbank not long before you did. I thought maybe you two knew each other. I guess not. But maybe the two of you can piece together what you're doing here. In any case, you'll like him, I'm sure. Once you find him, that is.
¿Dónde estamos?
You really don't remember? We're in Italy. This river is the Tiber.
Vale, ok, estamos en Italia.
Not much, really. But imagine what you might find in there. Priceless ancient artifacts. Al... What am I, an idiot? You could hike a long, long way in any direction and never find another soul. Trust me.
Eran todas las preguntas que quería hacer.
So you're ready to go look for Al?
Voy por los artefactos, pero estaré pendiente. Muy bien, me apunto, venga.
Thank you. The entrance is just past those columns behind you. Please, hurry. Oh, and he left this here. But I think you'll need it more than I will.
Una linterna, vale. Una linterna potente y alimentada con pilas. Vale, ruinas. A ver, pinta interesante. Yo... No hay nada alrededor, ¿no? Karen. Estoy probando los controles. Quid pro quo. Accede a las ruinas. Yo me pregunto, si le mando a paseo... Uy, pues podemos saltar, correcto. Pulsa... Vale, es lo que estaba buscando yo para la linterna. Yo digo yo. Ese ruido. Ah, vale, es un búho o algo así. Vale. Espero que se vea bien, por cierto, ¿eh? Lo que os decía, si por casualidad decido la de, oye, mira, que te den, no voy a buscar a tu amigo, ¿terminaría ahí el juego? Podría ser, ¿eh? La antorcha de metal oxidada que habrá encendido Al. Voy por buen camino. ¿Tú crees? Mantén pulsado para correr. Ah. Vale, no nos hace falta correr, yo creo, por ahora. Quiero mirar el escenario. En un principio no debería de ser bajar la linterna, vale. Pero en el mismo botón también la bajas, pero bueno. Nota de Al. ¿Qué iba a decir? Se puede leer desde aquí. Si lees esto... qué guay.
If you're reading this, it means I've discovered the entrance to an ancient Roman city, hidden deep underground.
Qué guay.
Its existence is long forgotten, all knowledge of it lost, except in the Latin inscription here. It reads, "You who wish to enter the city, step forth and be judged. The virtuous shall be rewarded with eternal life in paradise. The wicked shall find themselves showered in gold, but in vain, for this shall be their final resting place. Could an underground city have remained a secret for all this time? Could people have survived down there, against the odds? It seems there's only one way to find out. If I'm not back in an hour, I'm somewhere on the other side. Consider this an invitation, or a warning. Al Worth.
Y ha sido Worth Al. A ver, lo que os decía. Creo que este juego, a ver, no lo pone como juego de miedo. Sí que entiendo que no será de miedo. La calma, tío. Quería investigar. ¡Ay, el mío! Pues nada, tío. Iba a leer la placa, tío, o el jarrón y me caí. Nos la jodimos, tú. Encuentra la entrada. Vale, que la hemos encontrado. Vale, con linterna se ve. Menos mal. Espero que vosotros... Perdonad. Espero que vosotros lo veáis bien. Teniendo en cuenta que estamos con la... He subido el brillo de la última vez y tal. ¡Hostia, que se mueven, chaval! Me está poniendo los pelos de punta esto. Uf. Es que es una movida, ¿eh? Me cago en la puta. Menos mal que dije, creo que no es de miedo, este juego me está acojonando vivo. Es que te miran todos, tío, me cago en 10. La placa. Conocimiento arqueológico. Muchos sufrirán por los pecados de uno solo. Este hombre debe ser. O sea, nosotros que tenemos el conocimiento arqueológico... Uy. Estatua dorada. Un gladiador romano cerca de su objetivo. ¿Qué pudo causar que un gladiador huyese? Ah, ¿que puedo mirarlas? No, ¿verdad? Hola. Compañero, basta. No, solo puedo mirar el gladiador. Vale, vale, vale. Uf. Coño. Hola. Top B. Basta, es que os estoy oyendo tan fuertemente. Una joven mujer romana. Parece que su... ¡Ey! Ah, vale, vale, no. Señora, por favor. Se me ha caído sin querer. ¿Te encuentras bien? Y arriba también hay estatuas, ¿eh? O sea, eso iba a decir, la portada de este juego es básicamente unas estatuas doradas, ¿no? Y como si fuera partido por la mitad. Como si pudieras viajar al pasado, ¿sabes? Parece ser. Estoy buscando... Ah, ¿no me lo has dicho? Por favor. Un comandante del ejército romano que intenta huir de algo. De algo que sale de aquí, ¿verdad? ¿O no? ¿Sí? Un legionario romano en estado de terror. ¿Será una movida del rollo del rey Midas o algo así? Me cago en tu puta madre, tío. Estamos bajo el río. Ojo, ¿eh? O sea, no nos equivoquemos. Esto no es Dark Souls 2, ¿eh? Está bien pensado. Estamos bajo el puto río. Metí nada. Cagadísimo, escapando de ahí. Guapa la sombra. Esta me incita a mirar para arriba. Una mujer romana que parece rezar por una ayuda que no llegará jamás. Ya, es que se os ha ocurrido a vosotros estar bajo tierra, tío. Tenemos que ir para allá, supongo. A ver, intuyo que así, porque está la luz encendida ya. Es una movida esto, ¿eh? Un colgado. Me cago en la leche. Empezamos con las cositas. ¿Losa de qué? Perdona. Sigue el rastro. ¿Pero apareció una losa o algo así? Ah, losa de piedra con inscripción. Sí.
To whoever reads this, I'm sorry you had to find me like this. And worse, she'll suffer the same fate I did. I've spent a lifetime in this place, going around and around in circles, searching for a way out. The inscription was right. There is no way back. In here, there are only two options. Death, or that godforsaken doorway into the past. I made the mistake of stepping through it. I wanted to set things right. And I tried. I really tried. Whatever I did, it took me right back to the beginning. Don't make the same mistake. Better to end it all now and find out what awaits you beyond that portal.
Y lo que te ha pasado entonces... Pero te has matado... O sea... Bueno, la chica esta... Me parece que tu novio, tu compañero se va a la mierda, ¿eh? Pero ahora no podemos volver para atrás. En su defecto, igual. Si quiero volver para atrás... O sea, quiero seguir hacia adelante, ¿no? Pero... Si no, el juego acabaría. Pero ahora... Sí, supongo. Que te oigo, tía. ¿No sé decir no entres por el portal o algo así? ¡Oh! Eso supongo que es ir para el pasado, ¿no? Qué guapo. Momento, momento. Un hombre romano de rodillas, como si pidiera clemencia a los dioses. Joder. No quería acercarme 100%, pero bueno. Mantén pulsado tal para correr. Y claro, ahora estamos en el pasado, lógicamente. Objetivo principal completado, no me olvides. Relieve romano. Averigua cómo regresar a tu época original. Un relieve romano en el que están representados un gran portal redondo, dos mujeres. Y me pregunto quiénes serán. A ver, ser... Ah, el que estaba rezando aquí, claro. Hola.
Salve, friend. I'm Galerius. Mind telling me who you are and what you were doing in the Shrine of Proserpina?
Me llamo Yakitu, vengo del futuro.
No idea what you're talking about. Oh, wait. Are you a bit, you know, not right in the head? That's all right, friend. Everyone's welcome here.
¿En serio qué día es hoy?
We sort of lose track of the date down here, but it feels like the beginning of spring to me, so I'd say early March? It's 817 AUC. Sorry, you look confused. 817 years since the founding of Rome. Which part of the empire are you from exactly?
No me sirve de nada esto. ¿Estamos antes o después de Cristo? Conocimiento arqueológico. Entonces es el año 65 EC.
CE? No idea what you're talking about. But listen, most folks seem a bit confused when they get here, but you seem very lost, and in more ways than one. So let me make this nice and simple for you. Live by our law here, and we'll all get along just fine.
¿Vuestras leyes?
Not laws, law. There's just one, the golden rule. And the punishment for breaking it's... well, it's kind of horrific. But our magistrate insists we take all newcomers to see him, so I guess I'll let him fill you in. So then, you coming?
¿Tú guías?
Follow me! When I first arrived, I couldn't believe there were people living down here. But, as you can see, we've got a nice little community now. Only 23 of us at the moment, if you count the 3 who are missing. No idea how, since nobody knows a way out. But it's just big and dark enough to get lost in, if you're not careful.
Aren't you going to introduce me to your handsome new friend, Galerius?
Keep it in your loincloth, Aurelia. I'm taking him to see the magistrate.
That pompous old bore won't be magistrate for much longer. Anyone who helps vote him out today drinks at my bar for free tonight.
Politics. I'd stay clear of it and her if I were you.
Coño, que se siga andando.
It's not my place to say.
Que están las estatuas de oro y aún me siguen hablando, tío.
Down on your right is our farm, where I grow all the food you'll ever want. As long as all you want is leek, cabbage, and wheat. Huh. That one usually gets a chuckle.
The bloodless shadows wander without flesh or bone.
Don't mind Livia. She means well. She's just been in a bad place since... well, you know, I don't know what happened to her. Up here on your right is the chasm. If you've got a weapon, it belongs way down at the bottom. Up on your left is the forum, where you can visit the market or get yourself patched up in Lucretia's clinic in the Shrine of Apollo. Most of us have almost nothing, just what we had on us when we arrived, and what we've been able to make and scrounge up since.
Es muy
And this
sospechosa esa.
central plateau is where the magistrate and the other patricians live, so don't expect a warm welcome.
Hilarious. You're meant to be working the farm, not trudging dirt into the villas.
Take it easy, Horatius. I was just taking our new friend here to see the magistrate.
Well, he's asked me to escort the newcomer personally. The farm. Go. Now.
You'd better go with him. But just remember, they're not like you and me. Don't let them use you.
What was that? What did you just say?
I said it'll take some getting used to.
Yeah, I'm watching you, farm boy. Greetings, citizen.
Hola,
My
Horacio.
name's Horatius. Magistrate Sentius asked me to escort you to him personally. Follow me, please.
¿De qué va todo esto? Le voy a preguntar, ¿sabes?
I expect the magistrate wants to brief you about the golden rule. It shouldn't take too long. He's busy preparing for the election later today.
Vale.
Follow me. The only thing you really need to understand right now is the golden rule. Let me see if I can explain it this way. When I was serving in the Legion, if there was a mutiny brewing in one cohort, the legate in charge wouldn't waste time finding the bad apples among hundreds. They just divided us into groups of 10, made us draw straws, and whoever drew the short straw had to be executed by the other 9. Didn't matter whether he'd done anything wrong. One of us in 10 would die for the crimes of the collective. We call it decimation. If that seems like rough justice to you, you're in for a rude shock. Because the golden rule is exactly 10 times worse. The magistrate can explain the rest. He's up these stairs.
Oh, another one fresh out of the baths, I take it. Ugh, I wish Horatius would stop letting barbarians in here. What do you want?
¿Cuál es tu historia?
I'm Sentia, eldest daughter of the magistrate. But you'd know that if you'd been invited in here and introduced properly. What are you doing in here? And why are you dressed like that?
Encantador.
What is it with you people? You heard the rumor that my little sister escaped and figure I must know a way out too. Is that it? Well, that's just a stupid rumor. We have no idea what happened to Scintilla. I wish you mouth breathers would just leave me alone. I don't know. Can you? Can you tell me how a person could have disappeared from a city with no exits and no crime? Was she snatched away by the harpies?
¿Cuándo la viste por última vez?
It was 3 weeks ago. We ate our evening meal together, and I remember she seemed happy. In love. We went into our rooms, I went to sleep, and when I woke up, she was gone. That's it.
Vale, estaba saliendo con alguien.
I think so, yes. But she was very careful about keeping his identity a secret, even from me.
¿Por qué?
Because our father had plans to marry her off, eventually, and even a rumor about her attachment to some mystery man might have ruined those plans.
Vale.
I don't know, but it's been 3 weeks since she disappeared, and he hasn't come forward. That might speak to a guilty conscience. All I know is, whoever he is, he's still here in the city.
Vale. Sencio, Esencia, Sencilla. ¿Por qué son tan parecidos vuestros nombres?
You really aren't from here, are you? All Roman women are named after their fathers. I think it's their way of branding us, like cattle to be sold at market. His family name is Sentius, so I'm Sentia because I'm the eldest. And my little sister is formerly Sentia Minor, but she is affectionately known as Scintilla.
Correctísimo. Parece que no estás muy alterada por la desaparición de tu hermana.
Why? Because I'm on this couch and not pacing about the villa, wasting energy? I hope you're not insinuating I'm somehow pleased with her disappearance.
Es solo, creo que sabes algo que no me estás contando. Le tiro un farol a ver qué pasa.
Ugh, you're awful. Get out of my villa and never speak to me again.
Ok.
Do I need to ask Horatius to escort you out of here? Get out, you horrid barbarian.
Perdone, señora. Te he visto mover la cabeza. Uh. Espérate. Antes de buscar cosas... Hola. Tú eres el magistrado, ¿no?
We're finally alone. I assume you already know who I am. May I know your name?
Me llamo Yaquito Fresón.
A curious name to match a curious accent. But I digress. I see you have the piercing and astute eyes of a man of great learning. We're always happy to welcome another scholar to our little community. Equitia will be delighted to meet you, I'm sure. Now, you're probably wondering why I summoned you, and I'll get to that. But first, take a look at this wondrous place, would you? A secret city built deep in the mountains, many hundreds of years ago.
Qué bonita.
Indeed. More importantly, consider the miraculous community we've built here over the last 7 months. 22 complete strangers brought together by the fates, living and working together in our own little paradise. And in all that time, not a single sin has been committed. No fights, no theft, nothing. Have you ever witnessed something so extraordinary as a city without sin?
No puedo decir que sea así.
Nor could I until I came here. But the reason for this miracle is as simple as it is terrifying. If even one person commits a sin here,
Hostias.
every last one of us will die. You see, the builders of this place, whoever they were, left inscriptions warning, "The many shall suffer for the sins of the one." From what we can gather, breaking the law here will anger the gods and provoke a terrible punishment. Like the curses of Medusa and Midas combined, turning us all to gold. We've come to call it the Golden Rule. It's extraordinary that we've survived as long as we have, and each day I grow more and more afraid that our time in the sun is almost up. And now it seems that day is finally here. All that matters is that somebody in this city is about to break the Golden Rule. Why else would Proserpina send you now? Unless you and I can stop them, our doom is assured. I know that's a lot to take in, and you look like you have questions. Please, ask away.
Yo ahora estaba rayado antes de preguntarte a ti, señores. Estas preguntas estarán disponibles más tarde, vale. Yo pienso que si, por ejemplo, ahora voy a abrir el cofre de ahí atrás, si lo abro, moriremos porque no es mío. No te estaré robando. A ver, ¿qué cuenta como pecado?
There was a good deal of debate about that in our first weeks here. Does it refer to crimes or to some other ill-defined wrong? Of course, everyone agrees on the basics. No theft, no assault, and certainly no murder. But beyond that, it was more difficult to reach a consensus. What about lying, insulting someone, blasphemy, trespass, trying to escape, bribery, infidelity, suicide? As magistrate, I had to exercise leadership, and so I made a decision. We must uphold the laws of the Empire to a standard never before seen. And we must honor the peace of the gods, the sacred accord between the gods and the people of Rome. It is only by offering the gods the proper respect that we may prosper, as Rome has for centuries.
Creo que es muy buena idea. Lo que es legal no siempre es moral. Muchas de vuestras leyes y costumbres son consideradas primitivas de donde vengo. Sí.
Barbaric? Barbaric? What are you talking about? The Empire is the most civilizing force in the known world. Rome is a beacon of light in the darkness. For 800 years she has borne great statesmen, philosophers, poets, artists, and engineers. We have comprehensive laws protecting the rights of our citizens, which have unified countless warring tribes all across the Mediterranean and beyond, from Gallia to Judea. All our citizens are treated the same, regardless of the color of their skin or their sexual preference. Can you say the same? When our people are starving, they are given food rations, and when they are wronged, they have the right to bring the guilty party before the magistrate. Our laws forbid treason, murder, assault, and rape, as well as theft and arson, and so on. No other civilization in the world is so advanced, and you have the hubris to call us barbaric?
¿No permiten vuestras leyes tener esclavos? Esta es buena.
Of course. What else would we do with those prisoners of war who would otherwise have been executed? And besides, there are laws for their protection as well.
¿A tu gente no le gusta asistir a deportes sangrientos por diversión?
On occasion. But our gladiators are almost all volunteers.
Joder, le está dando vueltas a todo, tío.
Or condemned prisoners who would have been executed anyway. I do not see the harm.
Cabrón. ¿Pero las mujeres no tienen menos derechos que los hombres?
Of course, but with fewer rights come fewer responsibilities. And the right to be protected by their fathers and husbands.
Eso es un poco... A ver, colega. O sea, no. O sea, cuanto menos derechos, menos responsabilidades, es un poco...
You mean the blasphemous cult responsible for burning down half of Rome last year? It's hard to blame the people for being angry about that.
¿No practicáis castigos colectivos?
Are you talking about our practice of decimation? Of course. We could hardly unite all these warring tribes without a disciplined, formidable legion.
De donde vengo se considera que esas cosas son aberrantes.
Well, right now, you're a long, long way from home. I have made my pronouncement on the subject. Unfortunately, there are still those here who resist, whispering blasphemous and treasonous lies in the shadows. I would be keeping a close eye on them if I were you.
Vale, entonces... Pero esto no tiene sentido. Es decir, si están blasfemando, ya es algo que va en contra de la ley, ¿no? Porque una blasfemia es ilegal, técnicamente, para estos señores. Pero ya tendrían que estar muertos por hacer blasfemado. ¿Qué deberías decir cuando dijiste que me había enviado Proserpina?
In my search for a way to save my people, I learned of an ancient ritual to Proserpina, the goddess of the cycle of life and renewal. It's said to open a doorway in time, so that if the unthinkable happens, one person can pass through it and travel back to the past. And when I saw you arrive in a flash of light from the goddess's shrine, I knew that person was you. You don't belong in our
Acabo de decir 20 veces.
do you?
No, no vamos a mentir.
2,000 years? That is unfathomable. Please, tell me, in your time, what did you see? What had become of us? Of this city?
No hay que decirle la verdad.
I
Os habéis convertido en
have
estatuas
imagined
doradas.
our downfall 1,000 times, but it still breaks my heart to hear the truth of it.
¿Cómo funciona el ritual?
All I can tell you is that it's a ritual sacrifice to Proserpina. I stumbled across instructions. I have to recite a prayer, and of course, as with all rituals, some sacrifice is involved. Usually that means wine or food, or in some cases a live animal. In this case, the sacrifice is rather more costly. The life of the person performing the ritual. I don't suppose you saw any sign of me in the future?
Vi restos humanos en el templo.
I assume that was me. If I'm forced to perform the ritual, it's going to cost me everything. You'll try to make sure I don't need to use it, won't you?
Haré lo mejor que pueda.
Well, I suppose that's all I can ask for.
¿Por qué no puedes investigar?
Well, I believe you're in the best position to go around asking people questions. You're new here, and it'll seem perfectly normal. As for me, well, it pains me to say my attempts to impose order have not earned me many friends. I fear I may not even remain magistrate after today's election. The people here would only treat my curiosity with suspicion. You shouldn't have that problem, though, unless, of course, you get off on the wrong foot.
Me parece bien. ¿Tienes algún sospechoso?
Do you ever stare at a problem for so long that you can't see it for what it is anymore? What's needed here is a fresh pair of eyes. The less I prejudice the independence of your investigation, the better.
Vale. ¿Cómo sé que no eres tú la persona responsable?
Me? Why would you suspect me? I've just told you. I'm about to sacrifice my own life to ensure these people have a second chance. What reason could you possibly have to suspect me, of all people?
Buena observación. Bueno, no sé, ¿eh?
Without trust, without each other, we won't be able to prevent what is about to happen.
¿Crees que tiene relación con la desaparición de Sencilla?
Ah, so you know about that already. It's a devastating loss, of course, but that was over 3 weeks ago, and whatever happened to her, it didn't break the golden rule, so I don't think it's connected with our imminent demise. Still, if you happen to find her and return her to me, I would be eternally grateful.
Dime lo que piensas de verdad.
Well, all right. There are those who wish to vote me out of office so that they can pursue their own misguided political agenda. Frankly, their selfishness and recklessness risk destabilizing the entire city. I would be looking very carefully at them if I were you.
Si lo hago, ¿podrás llevarme de vuelta a mi época?
If I understand Prosperna's ritual correctly, that problem should take care of itself. Let me see if I can explain.
A ver.
If you manage to prevent the sin that breaks the golden rule, I won't need to bring you here. I won't create the portal, and you will never have been able to come here. Thus, you'll have created a paradox. If this occurs, you should be flung back to your own time, having changed the past for all of us. Make sense?
Averigua cómo regresar a tu época. Es decir, vale, ya lo hemos averiguado, pero... Uf, eso creo, a ver. Ya está, no hay más preguntas. Crea una paradoja temporal, ojo.
Ah, good. So, are you with me? Can I count on you to figure out who's about to break the golden rule?
Venga, apunto.
Wonderful. Now, I need you to investigate the city, talk to everyone, help them if it'll win their trust. I authorize you to enter private homes and inspect possessions and documents, unless, of course, you're asked to leave. Figure out who the culprit is, and as soon as you have a name, come back and tell me immediately.
Vale, empezaré ahora mismo.
Oh, and one last thing. If I were you, I'd start my investigation by visiting Lucretia at the Shrine of Apollo in the Forum. I heard wailing from there not long ago. Seems like something's not right.
Me pondré a ello. Pero pregunto una cosa. ¿A dónde vas?
Ah, you've returned. Do you have any news about your investigation?
¿Podemos hablar de quién va a incumplir la regla de oro?
Of course. What is it?
Creo que sé quién es. O sea, voy a decir que sí.
Are you sure you've spent enough
No.
time
Vamos a probar.
investigating to make that call? It seems to me you've barely had enough time to scratch the surface. It looks like you'll have to continue your investigation. Now, was there anything else you wanted to ask?
Vale, pues esta.
Ask then.
Entonces no.
Good. Now, was there something else you wanted to discuss?
Venga, continúo con lo mío,
Thank
que si no.
I'll be waiting here for news.
¿Qué digo yo? Si abro tu cajón, te piras, ¿no? Déjame probar. Moriré. Vale, me da la opción de robar. Un pequeño santuario de una casa en el que los romanos rezaban a diario para tener protección. Si robo, morimos todos. ¿Me quieres decir eso? Hay que hacerlo, ¿eh? O sea... Epa. ¿Estás enfadada?
Do I need to ask Horatius to escort you out of here? Get out, you horrid barbarian!
Pues... Se ve que no tienes ganas, ¿no? Es súper claro. Jo, espero que no esté muy claro para YouTube. Es que eso es otra. Ah, vale, que tienes un cacho de sol ahí, vale. O sea, que no es 100% cerrado. Es que yo está... Claro, está...
Citizen.
Coño, que eso es... ¿Qué tal, tío? ¿Cómo vas? ¿Todo bien? Te quemas, ¿vale? Uy, mira ese. El gladiador, tú.
What were you two talking about?
Disculpa, ¿cómo?
Don't play dumb. I saw you. Having a shady little chat with old man Sentius up on his balcony. What's he offering you? Money? Favours? What's your vote worth to him?
No intenta comprar mi voto.
What? You're throwing your lot in with him for free then? That's even worse. Mark my words, Malleolus is gonna be magistrate by the end of the day. And if I tell him you've sided with that feeble old has-been, that you've been trying to undermine his hard-won victory, you'll have picked the wrong patron. Got it?
No quiero problemas. No
Good.
quiero.
Then stay out of it.
¿Te importa si te hago unas preguntas?
Can't hurt.
¿Cuál es tu
The
historia?
name's Domitius.
¡Ay, Domicio!
You want to get to Malleolus, you go through me. Too
Me gusta
bad.
conocerlo.
He's busy. Unless... No. You don't look like you could afford it.
¿El qué?
I'm glad you asked. See, he's a busy man, and this is an important day. He'll be inside practicing his victory speech for tonight. Left me strict instructions he doesn't want to be disturbed. So if you want to see him, I'll need something valuable in return.
Averigua cómo entrar en la villa, vale. ¿Qué quieres?
Dunno. Something good.
¿No es pecado pedir sobornos?
Bribe? That's such an ugly word. What I'm looking for is more of a tribute to me, your soon-to-be patron.
Ver qué puedo hacer.
Just make it good.
Saber cómo salir de aquí.
When Malleolus wins the election, yeah, this place will change. You won't even want to leave. You'll see.
A ver,
I think
la
it's gone
verdadera.
on long enough, and Malleolus is going to put an end to it once he's elected.
Vale, ya sabemos cómo lo va a hacer.
He's going to announce it in his victory speech. Just you wait and see.
¿Por qué no me puedes decir ahora?
Because if I tell you, and it gets out, it'll give old man Sentius a chance to interfere in our plans. And we can't have that.
¿Puedo ayudar?
We've already lined up the votes he needs to win. Just stay out of our way, and we won't have a problem.
Vale, ¿a quién vas a votar?
Malleolus, of course. If old man Sentius can't even protect his own daughter, how can we trust him to protect us?
Tengo que irme.
Whatever. Just remember, I'll be watching.
Uy. Sencio y Maleolo. Mismo excremento, distintos olores. Esto también sería un pecado. Entonces, si hablo... Uy, va. Si hablo ahora con el señor...
Ave. Ah, you've returned. Do you have any news about your investigation?
Sí, te voy a contar...
Of course. What is it?
A ver.
Are you sure you've spent enough time investigating? It looks like you're...
Vaya. Pues nada.
Thank you.
Vale, entonces tendremos que hacer más cosas. Pero sí que yo creo que si le decimos la verdad a este pavo... Esa es la...
Fresh meat, huh?
Esta es la casa del otro, ¿no? ¿Y esto?
Hey, you're not thinking about going into the cistern, are you?
No, no, no. Sí, ¿por qué?
Nobody's told you about Hannibal? Ugh, why do I have to do everything round here? So, there was this guy called Hannibal, right? Funny accent. Used to go down into the cisterns looking for junk he could clean up and sell. One day, a few weeks back, he comes out and tells me the cisterns are haunted. Said he could hear spirits wailing. Of course, nobody believed him, because who trusts a Carthaginian, right? Anyway, a few days later, he goes back in. And hours go by, and he hasn't come back out, yeah? So I go down after him, and it's dark. But in the distance, I can just make out his body, sprawled out on the ground, and hunched over him was something that made my blood run cold. No word of a lie. I saw a creature. Like the corpse of a man who'd been flayed. And it was eating Hannibal.
¿Eso no habría roto la regla de oro?
If it was a man, maybe. But I swear on my life this was no man. More like a Strix, or some Versipelus that feeds on human flesh. I didn't stick around to see which.
¿Qué hiciste?
What any sane person would have done. I legged it out of there, and put a sign at the door to warn the others.
Una historia genial, pero voy a ir abajo.
Without a weapon? Well, it's your funeral.
Me deja ir, ¿no? Ay, no, no quiero. Me da miedo. Pulsa cuadrado para tener una guía de marcador objetivo. ¡Oh! Hola. ¿Qué te pasa, tío?
Name's Rufius.
Hola, Rufio.
Better watch your step.
¿Cuál es tu historia, Rufio?
Can't talk long. Got to stay sharp, but family's from Seleucia on Tigris, Babylon province. But I've been roaming a long time now. Even joined the legions. The sixth, the one they call Ironclads.
¿Cómo has llegado hasta aquí?
Same way as everyone else.
Ah, bueno, vale, gracias. ¿Por qué sigues llevando puesta tu armadura de legionario?
Because we're all in grave danger. Is it not obvious?
If you say so. ¿Por qué no tienes un arma?
Magistrate made me toss it in the chasm. Stupid. Going to have to improvise now.
No hablas mucho, ¿verdad?
If you were dealing with what I am, you wouldn't be either.
¿Qué haces?
None of your business. Introite ipsum conjectura.
Vamos a hablar de otra cosa.
If we have to.
¿Sabes cómo salir de aquí?
If I did, do you think we'd be having this conversation?
¿Qué opinas de la regla de oro?
I'll tell you this much. I hate the fact that my survival depends on the common sense of other people.
Makes sense. Sé cómo te sientes. Yo he vivido una pandemia. Me gusta.
Ah, then you know what I'm talking about. I mean, all these people just bumble along like nothing's wrong. Well, we're one bad decision away from being wiped out. Like the last lot of people who lived here. Seems like I'm the only one ready for what's coming. Whatever that is. And when it hits, it's everyone for themselves. You've been warned.
¿Qué crees que va a pasar?
I don't know. But did you ever get the feeling some of these statues are watching us when we're not looking?
Sí.
Like they're waiting for something. I don't like it.
Creo que tienes razón. No.
Of course I am.
Tienes razón. ¿A quién vas a votar?
Meliodas. Not sure I trust Sentius. Couldn't even protect his daughter in a city without sin. How's he going to protect us?
¿Puedo hacer algo para cambiarlo?
No.
Vale. Tengo que irme.
Whatever.
Hasta luego. Buena gente. Hijo de puta. ¡Ah! ¡Ah! Hola. Eres tú la que me hablas, ¿eh? Vamos para ahí. ¡Ah! ¡Qué horror, tío! ¡Es horrible! Es que es una movida, porque ya está gente muerta aquí. Qué asco de gente. ¡Ay! Sí que me ven, sí. Santuario de Apolo. Mira, me cago en la puta, ¿eh? ¡Oh! Hola. No hay objetos a la persona desconocida. Una colección de instrumentos médicos de aspecto bárbaro, como pinzas y cizallas. Y también un estante lleno de sustancias secas y molidas. ¡Ojo! Cerrado. No vamos a abrir el cofre. Lucrezia.
Give me a moment. Sorry I'm such a mess. I just lost a patient and a dear friend. Julia. She was a good woman.
¿Qué ha pasado?
She was poisoned. She came in here frothing at the mouth. Normally, I'd treat her with resin of silphium, a rare plant which is perfect for this sort of thing. And I knew Decius had some at his market stall, right around the corner. So I ran over there, but he just looks at me with this evil smile and says, "That'll be 1,000 denarii." There was no way I could afford that, and he knew it. Then that toad shrugs and says, "Supply and demand. I guess you don't value your friend's life that highly." Anywhere else, I'd just pay a thug to steal it from his stall. But there's no way I can do that down here with the golden rule. So all I could do is come back here and just watch her die. I kept on apologizing. And now I'll never know who poisoned her, or how they managed to do it without breaking the golden rule.
Es lo que estaba pensando,
or why
tío.
she cursed that snake's cruel black eyes with her dying breath.
Puedo hacer algo para ayudarte.
Well, unless you have the power to bring someone back from the dead, there's really just one thing you can do. Get me that silphium resin. I'm going to have another patient in here soon. Could be in the next day or in the next hour. And I will not allow this to happen again. I don't care how you get it, but you have to make it happen. Because if I lose another patient this way, I swear to the gods below, not even the golden rule will stop me from marching up to that genetricum fututo and scratching his eyes out.
Veré lo que puedo hacer.
Well,
Bueno, me
come
pondré a
back if you
ello.
get sick or injured. Day or night, I'll do what I can.
Ayúdame.
Feeling all right?
Sigo escuchando como los estantes me susurran. ¿Eso es normal? Bueno, espérate.
Well, come back if you get sick or injured. Day or night, I'll do what I can.
Deja ver cuánto tiempo llevamos. Porque 57 minutos. Pues lo podemos dejar aquí. Vamos a charlar luego con Lucrecia de nuevo. Esto, guardar partida voy a darle. O archivo. Vale, guardando. Y me gustaría... Oh, tengo unas ganas terribles de robar. Solo para ver lo que pasa, tío. Quiero entrar en tu casa y robarte. ¿Puedo?
Citizen.
Hola. Hola, amigo.
Fear is proof of a degenerate mind.
Calla la boca. ¿Qué pasará si robo, tío? O sea, por favor. Propiedad ajena a robar. Espérate. Muchos sufrirán los pecados de uno a otro.
shall suffer for the sins of the one.
The statues! They're alive!
¡Oh! Por aquí, por aquí. ¿Por dónde? ¡Ay, Dios mío! Uy, voy. Por acá. Vale. Vuelves a empezar y vuelves a... ¡Ajá! Looper, vale. Loop through time once. Pero no vamos a hacer... Bueno, a ver, podíamos, pero... Pulsa de arriba a entrar en modo foto. Turista. ¡Ah, mira! Use mod photo mode. Hola, amigo. Hello. ¡Ah, Dios mío! Lo vamos a dejar así. O sea, lo que voy a hacer ahora, en vez de hacer esto, vamos a cargar la partida. En auto no, aquí. Sí. Y... porque en un principio... ya haremos el loop en algún momento. Pero que ya sabes lo que pasaba, básicamente. Y las estatuas se vuelven vivas y matan a todo Dios. O sea, a todo el que le da con la flecha, quiero entender que... ¿sabes? Venga. Chicos, nos vemos en el siguiente. Está guapísimo, o sea, por ahora. Venga, va. Chao, chao.